Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Race with me, VolKCV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a talent, but a whole lot of qualifying to do. I'm still fifth in the championships. That's nice. I just did the the official practice, not the free practice, and I did not finish anywhere near the top. I think I finished last in my best time. So I'm in Q1. At least the weather's nice. And continue the weekend. 15 minutes. If I get in the top 4, I qualify for Q2, and then it'll be another 15 minutes to see what position I will finish in the race. If I don't qualify, if I don't get in the top 10, then I'll be near the back, if not at the back of the pack. I would kind of like to finish 5th, because then I'll know, if I finish 5th and I start the race in 19th, I'll know that is, I did get an improvement by going through Q1 on my speed, because in official practice, I finished dead last, 26th. So if I'm able to, if Q1 actually gives you some benefit for improving your time, other than get you into the possibility of improving your benefit a lot by getting to Q2, I think that would make sense. I never looked up what the official rules were. I could look up the official rules for the MotoGP circuit, the actual rules, not the game rules.
Everything is ready.
Yeah, everything's ready. Notice I qualified last position based on the official based on the official practice versus the free practice. Yeah, I'm not going to take the time to talk to this guy. Just going to go right to the track. Blind start, of course. Takes less time. I've heard this guy talk to me 100 times. I'm going to start skipping all that now. And this course is bad. A couple of times I panicked so much I jammed. Sometimes the position on my brake trigger, my finger, so if I get excited, the finger goes from the front of it to like underneath it, and then if I get really panicked, I'll jam it in, and because I'm holding it from the bottom rather than from where it's supposed to be held, I might jam it up into the plastic. And then when I let it go, it kind of pops out. It's like, I really shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to break something if I keep jamming into the plastic. Get it stuck in there. One day I'll get it stuck in there and it won't come out. It's an expensive controller. It's not your standard controller. It's a Elite Series 2 or something. I don't know. It is an official Microsoft or an official Xbox controller, because I have an official Xbox keyboard plugged into it, which you couldn't do if you had other controllers. And the official Xbox keyboard is a lot better than or chat pad they call it, is a lot better than other chat pads that are available. Better quality and stuff, but the downside is they don't make them anymore. So you have to pick one up on eBay or something and pay a good penny. So I bought a few of them at a good penny. I've got some spares. How much is a good penny? I'm not going to say. But anyone out there who might have an official Xbox chat pad, one that was made just for Xbox, that has not just a lot of them have only connectors through like the through the microphone cord thing, and that's limited. It has to be a connection through like the USB connector thing. that's on the bottom of the controller. I don't know if it's USB. It's some kind of specialized connector. If it connects to that, then it has more capabilities on the Xbox. You can like lower the volume and take pictures and things like that. Although I can't lower the volume because I don't have a headset plugged into that. I have a wireless headset now. I'm in first position. Am I going to stay in first position? Probably not. It's not a race, it's qualifying laps, so I am doing better, I think. What lap is this? This is lap 2, huh? Upper right-hand corner. R means most recent, maybe? I don't know what all that stuff on the screen means. But I know it says 1, so I have 1 lap time already. And then the numbers above that, I have a screen overlay that you can't see that it's on top of it. I have a hard time reading the numbers above that, but I think that's just current lap speed, not overall, current lap time, not overall time. Even in a race, I don't think it shows you overall time. It's kind of weird. Did I improve that time? I don't know. I can't see. Still in first position. And so I'm not leaving and coming back later. I do have a chance of getting into Q2. My goal is to be able to get through, if I do Q2, to get through Q1, Q2, and the race all in this episode, which I'm going to be pushing it in terms of time. But we'll see. Oh, I didn't hit my timer. Oh no, I always hit my timer. How long was I on? Let's see. It's 15 minutes, 8 minutes. That's 7 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes. We'll add 10 minutes to that. 15-minute qualifier. I'm at 8 minutes. That's 7 minutes. Although it took me a while to get out to the field, it took me a while to chatter, all that stuff. The time to chatter, maybe a couple minutes, but then the time, because of the flying lap, that goes by instantaneously. But let's say 10 minutes. I'm going to assume it's around 10 minutes. Maybe a little less. I think it'll be enough time for me to get through Q2, Q1, Q2, and the race. But assuming I do Q2, if I hold on to this top 4 position, we'll see. They always improve. I don't improve as much as the AI improves. Oh, this is not going to be a fastest lap. I don't know if I've beaten my fastest lap yet. I mean, I don't know what number my fastest lap is. I can't really see. Can't really take the time to look in the corner. And you know what? If you pause the game, it removes everything on your HUD. I was like, why would you do that? I'm pausing the game so I can read the numbers. And you're taking all the numbers away. I can't read the numbers while I'm driving. Here is the pause. Everything on HUD is gone. I don't know. I don't know what. I suppose you're supposed to have better peripheral vision than I have. I know when to look up when you're. If I had the time to look up, I would be looking down at my chat instead. Which I just tried to do there, and I ran off the road. I can't see the chat in front of me. I've mentioned this all the time. My chat is down at my side, so I have to consciously turn my head to look at it, and so I don't. I apologize if you chat while I'm in the middle of a race or a practice session, something like this. While I'm on the track, I won't be able to see your chat. And some people say, well, you can put on TTS, text to speech. It's like, no way, these are going out on YouTube. I am not at all going to risk text to speech. I mean, I have a bit of a filter on, you know, what can be said in the chat. I mean, a pretty strong filter, but this isn't always this channel. But not going to risk, you know, if somebody says something inappropriate or something like that, text-to-speech picks it up. You don't have to say an adult word to say something inappropriate. That'll go out on YouTube, text-to-speech. And if it somehow goes in the chat box, that's not so bad. YouTube doesn't catch it if it's in the chat box. But if YouTube runs auto closed captioning on everything, and so they'll catch if there's a word that's said, especially if it's said clearly by an AI, a text-to-speech bot. They'll catch that, they'll go in the caption, and depending on a whole bunch of factors, they may decide to enforce or not enforce some infraction on going against their terms of service. And sometimes they're in a mood where they really crack down. A lot of times they don't really crack down. Sometimes they only crack down during the first minute or so of the video. A lot of things depend. I'm not going to take any chances. When that happens, and I'm not monetized, so I don't care about being monetized. When that happens, they may demonetize the stream, but they'll also market. They won't promote it at all. They'll mark it as inappropriate or something, and it will not get any impressions at all. Worst case scenario, they may take it down, but they'll take it down. That is very, very rare. But so no text-to-speech. Sorry. This goes out on YouTube. I know text-to-speech would be convenient, and if you watch a lot of streamers on Twitch, you know, they'll have text-to-speech on, and they'll hear your question, and then they'll hear it, and then they'll answer you right away. But YouTube doesn't work that way. I do love streaming on Twitch, and I do love posting videos on YouTube. So I like the dual aspect. There are some advantages to streaming on YouTube over Twitch, mostly in terms of watching back the stream, being able to pause the stream and rewind. But streaming on Twitch is my preference. I can't multi-stream or anything. I'm playing on an Xbox and streaming directly from the Xbox. But Twitch is a good platform for me to stream on, and I get good interaction, better interaction than I would get on YouTube. But then post the videos to YouTube, the action parts of the videos to YouTube. You know, I'll take a break away from the game every hour or so, and that's where I break up the YouTube episodes. And then maybe I'll say a few words during the break. But pretty much everything that happens in the game, on the YouTube. Hey, I can guarantee that everything that happens in the game happens on YouTube. It might be like a chat conversation or something that doesn't go up on YouTube. Should I be distressed that I'm still in first place with 42 seconds to go, or should I be happy? I'm almost certain to get in the top 4, which means I'm going to be in Q2 at about 17 minutes into the episode. Guessing. So got to rush through Q2, rush through the race, and then there's stuff in the paddock I'll have to do. So this episode may end up being a little longer than my 50 to 55 minute. Hopefully it won't be over an hour, but I do want to get the race in, at least. I could skip Q2, say end the session, and then start in last place, but we'll see how I do. I mean, I finished official practice in last place, so it's kind of surprising that, yeah, that was a challenge getting by him. It's a bit surprising that I'm doing so well in Q1. The top 14 are eliminated or seeded in the Q2, so I'm not racing any of them, but I finished behind a lot more than 14 people. Finished behind 25 people, and there I go! Into Q2. All right. Trying to hydrate while the thing is loaded there. Sorry for the silence. The mic is not muted. People will panic. If you weren't talking for more than 5 seconds, they think the mic's muted. Are you muted? No. Mic, bro. Mic.
Moto3 class qualifying
not
session.
muted.
The first.
All right, and yes. Second qualifier. Yep. Go to track. Blind lap. You know what? Yep. 13 minutes. Well, yeah, it does take off. Like, even if you fast forward through everything, it takes off a couple minutes for the flying. It seems like when you do a flying lap, it's just that the AI leaves the pit and comes all the way around, and then you get control of the AI. It seems like that's about the amount of time that goes out, because it varies based. The amount of time that's taken off varies based on how long the lap is, I think. Anyway, flying lap, I mean, that would make sense. Flying lap doesn't mean you get to back the bike up a couple of turns and then start from there. You don't get to use your private helicopter to lift the bike up and place it, you know, a couple hundred meters behind the starting line. But that would be cool. You just drive on the other side of it, you know, you just drive backwards down the track. It's okay, man. With your flashers on. The bikes do have flashers, right? Well, as long as I'm going through this, I hope I get at least the top 10 placement. You know, I won't get pole position, but at least the top 10 position. If I'm in the top 10, I got a decent chance because of auto start that I have. I got a decent chance of catching the leaders by the end of the first corner. Oh, that was kind of, I didn't get a warning for that, but that was kind of, I stayed on the rumble, so I guess I'm okay. That was a pretty squirrely pass there. But, you know, it's qualifier. He should get blue flag for being slower. Oh. I do hit the rewinds if I fall. That's the only time I'll hit the rewind. If I fall, or get knocked off the bike. But I do use the rewinds. That's part of the full of fun career mode. The full career all the way from Moto3 to MotoGP till I win the championship. But the MotoGP championship. Don't necessarily have to win the championship for all the other ones. Whoops, I bumped the mic, sorry about that. But that's the full part. The fun part is playing with the arcade mode and allowing myself to rewind if I fall off. If I just miss a turn or something badly, I'm not going to rewind, but if I fall off, I will rewind. Now, if I fall off because I've missed a turn badly, then, you know, maybe I'll rewind back behind that turn like I did this time. But rewind at least far enough back that I can avoid whoever it was that knocked me off. It's because if I fall off because somebody rear-ended me, then it's kind of harder. I have to rewind back quite a bit farther to make sure I'm out of that person's way. Otherwise, and I've had it so that I just could not. I had to rewind it more than once, more than a couple times, to make sure that I was not on the same line at the same spot so the guy wouldn't hit me. Oh. I'm still in one. This cannot last. If I win a pole position here, this would be outrageous compared to the fact that I'm racing against the entire, well, not the entire field. I'm racing against the top 18 bikes. And I finished last. I finished out of the top 18 in free practice. So finishing finishing in first would be quite a change, but some of that's the adaptive AI. Well, I'm in sixth now, so I don't think I'm going to fight for a pole position. Sixth would be good. Like I said, top 10, top half. There's 26 people, I think, that are in the race, so if I'm higher than 13, not going to reset. I could have purposely fallen off there and then rewind, but I'm not going to rewind. I'm going to try to just control the bike. My bad. I mean, it's my bad if I fall off too, but falling off is too big of a time loser than I am gonna. It takes less time to rewind. I mean, I guess it doesn't take as much time to just let the program pick you back up. Doesn't take a lot of time, but the amount of time you lose against your competition is extreme. Yep, my time has fallen off, and this one's going to be even worse, so I know I'm not going to climb up. 11th? Oh, why is that turn so bad coming out right off the start line? Gotta use the mini map more. At least this is one motorcycle racing game I can play. One modern day one that I can play. There's others, like the last motorcycle game I mentioned before, the last motorcycle racing game I played on the channel was TTL Man 3. I love TTL Man 2. I could play it. The difficulty levels work differently, but I could get into the final race, which is like the hardest race. There's also senior races and junior races, so in the final race. But TTL Man 3, no way. Completely rewritten by a different company from scratch, and yeah, impossible. Even on the easiest of the level, absolutely impossible for me. And then I tried a couple other games. I played Rims. couldn't get anywhere. I played, as far as the career mode, I didn't play these on stream. I was looking for another motorcycle game. I played Race 4, which I checked out before, s.r.l, man. I could not get... I have a bone to pick with Race 4. It's very fun. Race 3 was better. Race 3 had a career mode. As far as career mode, these are all, in my eyes, which is, I play through the career mode. Again, in Race 3, the career mode was multi-threaded. You didn't have to, you picked up points, and you didn't have to go through a single funnel when you're starting off. Race 2 was single-threaded, but you know, it wasn't that difficult. Or sorry, Race 2. And s.r.l 1, you can play with sidecars, which is much easier. Race 4 was single-threaded, and it doesn't matter what you set the AI difficulty down to, and this is the case in s.r.l 3, and this is a bone I have to pick with them. It does not matter what you set the AI difficulty down to. You say, okay, I'm a scrub, I'm going to play on the lowest difficulty level. It only adjusts the AI difficulty level. It does not adjust the time goals, and there are time trials you have to do. And even if you set the AI difficulty to the lowest level, the time trial is still exactly the same. And I'm trying to do a career on a low difficulty level, but the time trial I have is show in order to pass the time trial, the time limit is so short, I couldn't do it. And so I couldn't even start the career mode. I couldn't even start the career because the very first challenge in career mode is to get through this time. I was so sad and upset. Anyway, so I never played through, and Ride 4 is a great game. I know Ride 5 is out now, but it's not available on Xbox One, and that's what I'm playing on now. I have an Xbox Series S sitting there that I've never plugged in. I mean, I will eventually. I kind of got it as a collector's item. There was one that was going out of print. I'm going to get a Series X eventually, but I can still play with the Series S. It fits better in my situation here. I just haven't played one. So I don't have Ride 5. I don't know if it's any better or worse. But Ride 4 is a great game. I really like Ride 4. You can adjust the handling and stuff, again, to make it easier handling and more difficult handling. You've got lots of beautiful courses. You can do different riding types. You can do endurance races, stuff like that. But all I can do is my own custom races. I can't go through the career mode, which really annoys me. I wish there was a Konami code you could skip certain things, but there's not. I mean, I don't know anybody that could come over here, and my young roommate, I've got two roommates. My older roommate doesn't play video games. Well, she plays video games on a tablet. She doesn't play any Xbox games. The younger one has an Xbox. And I have in the past asked him to get me through certain levels of certain games, but because I knew he could do it. But he doesn't play racing games at all, so he would not be able to meet the time at all. Still 11. No improvement. Although 11 is better than 26. About 30 minutes, I would guess, on the episode. I forgot to set the timer. Anyway, I love playing s.r.l 3 outside of the career mode. Love the open world. Love the courses. I don't think I play multiplayer. I don't play a lot of multiplayer at all. I will certainly never play multiplayer on stream. Because multiplayer has chat. I can't filter that. But as far as, I love the way the bikes handle, all that stuff, but as far as playing the career mode, it's impossible for me. It's very frustrating. Even though I went through an entire 10 series as promised, on stream. And it's up on YouTube. One of my favorite games list, or featured games list. Challenge Man 3 is up there. I don't necessarily recommend that you watch the series, but it's there if you want to laugh at my... Another thing that I really liked about this game is, in a lot of motorcycle games, I get disoriented with this view. I have to play it from like tank view. But this view, I don't get disoriented. I'm not sure why.
The ranking you see on the screen corresponds
the
to
way it, I don't know,
on the grid
the
tomorrow.
distance is just right or something. I don't get disoriented. Where I've tried other games, so I get disoriented. In car racing games, I can't play chase cam at all because in car racing games, they turn the car sideways, and you don't. If you're making a turn left, you're not looking to the right. You want to look to the left. But you can't even see what's on the left because they turn the car sideways. It's horrific. However that started, it's terrible. In Night Driver, they didn't do that. First racing game I ever played on the Atari video game system, the original 2600. Great game that was. I want to play Adventure. There was a game called Adventure on the Atari. I could actually play Adventure. I made a whole map, dungeon map for it. It was great. Look it up, Adventure Atari 2600. I might get some of those retro packs. I did get a Rave retro pack so I can play Perfect Dark and Perfect Zero, and I didn't install Banjo-Kazooie and some of those other ones. I also have 007. Yeah, final checks, yeah, good to go. I'm at over 35 minutes. I gotta get this in 15 minutes.
The riders are lined up on the Jerez.
Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Last race was fun and exciting. And they're going to ask me about the bike and stuff too at the end of this. So I'm going to have to go through that. So I'm guessing this is going to be over an hour. But hopefully not. See, if I started like around the middle of the pack, I could get out to a lead. I knew I could get through the first few turns. Oh, at least for a short period of time be in the lead. Okay. Don't hit me, brah. Don't hit me, brah. Yeah. Gonna have to do something a lot different and not be anywhere near. Oh, now I'm gonna fall in the sand. Yeah, I caught up with the leaders, but then immediately lost it and fell back to 12th place. Oh, well. Adaptive AI, they will give me a chance to catch up some, not necessarily all the way to the leaders. Depends on how I drive. I'm not great at this course, as you could probably see. Don't fall off. Thank you. Oh, you can fall off. I just meant don't me fall off. Sorry, bro. Yeah, that's how you got that showy helmet sponsorship, right? By falling off so much, by being knocked off your bike so much. That is the brand name of helmets, right? Oh, no! That was going to be a beautiful pass. Yeah, I should be given a helmet sponsorship. Okay, 1 of 10 laps? This didn't seem like that short of a course that it warrants 10 laps. I do have it on 50%, right? Oh, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be a disaster. I sure hope it didn't change my 50%. I would love to do 100%, but then the races would be half an hour long. I wouldn't be able to schedule them well, and the series would take even longer. So. If I was playing on my own, I would do full races. I would do full weekends, probably. I would play more than 3 hours a week. So, but since I am making it a content creation series on Twitch and YouTube, I have to be conscious of that. And then this is a weekend series as well, so only 2 videos go out a week. Snow Runner weekdays though at noon U.S. Central Time, which is Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota time. You can type all that in if you want, or you can just type in Iowa. That's easier. I'll what the time is. I wonder if not Twitch chat. There are, like, in Discord, there's a place where you can do a Unix timestamp, and Discord wraps in a special way, which allows you to set times that are basically UTC times. Now, I live in America. Nobody in America knows anything about what their UTC time is, or zone, or anything, so I would completely lose my American audience if I gave my times in UTC. And it varies too, because I do my streams on US time, including daylight savings time, and produce my videos at the same time, so on YouTube. But it would be nice if I could put, I'm sure that Twitch doesn't do that. I gotta look. Twitch does use a certain markup, though. They say they use a markup in descriptions, but I don't know if the markup is used in chat, because I would have a command, a schedule command, that when you type out the schedule. Now, if you go to the Twitch page, the schedule page on my Twitch channel, it does show you what time I'm going to be streaming in your local time zone. But that only shows you a week at a time. It doesn't show you a continuous schedule. Like, I set up my schedule and I can say, repeat this every Sunday, but there's no way for you guys to see that unless you somehow find your way into my settings, which I sure hope you don't do. I'm doing good. I'm like looking up thinking, uh-oh, I'm in first place. It's only lap 3. This is where the adaptive AI. You don't want to back up too far, because I really did blow the turn, and I don't want to not penalize myself for that, but I kind of did. And it looks like I'm in good shape now, getting out to a good lead. But it's, even if I drive perfectly, I will not keep this lead, because the adaptive AI will catch up. They'll let you catch up, and then they try to catch up, and then they'll let you catch up, and then they try to catch up. Oh, I could see that happening. I am never getting this thing done in under an hour. Look at all the rewinds I've had here. is what it is, as they say. Que sera, sera. Where is that from? What movie is that from? Is that from like Mary Poppins or something? I don't know. It's out of a Disney movie. I want to put it on my hands. Oh, I really like the musical South Pacific. That's like my favorite musical. I gotta watch that man right out of my here. But there was a song that I thought was in South Pacific that is not in South Pacific, and I found out what it's in. So correcting the record here. And it is another musical that I like, but is really weird. It's kind of a comedy musical western. It stars Lee Marvin. Oh, I don't remember what the woman is. I apologize, but she was not surprising to be in it. But it stars Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood. And they're like mining out in the western U.S., miners. And it's a big adventure, but it's kind of funny. I think it's meant to be funny, not just ironically funny, because it has Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood as singers in this musical. Anyway, and one of the songs is They Call the Wind Mariah, and I think it's a Clint Eastwood song. I don't even remember now. Might be a Lee Marvin song. It's sung at a pretty low register, so I think that might be Lee Marvin. So vocal coaches, this is before the days of auto-tune, so you know they got some vocal coaches, vocal. I believe it or not, I used to sing and I can't even pronounce words anymore. Vocal coaches, a lot of work with them. I needed a lot of work too, to be honest. I did not grow up with a vocal coach or anything, or a piano coach, or a violin coach or anything. I was not a prodigy, and we couldn't afford a coach for anything, so private coach, sorry. Couldn't afford private meals. We had to share all our food. We were allowed to have one half a hamburger a day. We had to share it with neighbors. Go to the community center and divide up the hamburger into 4 pieces. I did not grow up in a middle class environment, or a sub-middle class. Originally working class, but then impoverished class. I mean, I guess I could say that out loud. My father worked in a trade that is no longer, then suddenly became obsoleted, and had a good trade job, good union job, and then that went away. My father went away too. So yeah. Pretty poor, pretty bad neighborhood. But and in those days, I was able to actually, get my way through school and still get a college education without a whole bunch of debt. Qualified for a lot of grants. And whatever loans were very reasonable, and had no debt and people my age, boomer age, cry about why is it that the kids can't work their way through college anymore. You know, well, back in my day, you know, I did a little McDonald's. What are the kids lazy these days? They can't work to work their way through college. They complain about how expensive it is. You just get a job, get a minimum wage job for 4 hours a week or something. It's not like that anymore. At least not here in America. Not like that in most places, I don't think, around the world. So. But I was lucky. I grew up at just the right time. But I could do that. I eventually had to get a real job and change the major, headed towards a more advanced degree. But I got had to get a professional job, so I went to computer programming and I went to school in the evenings to finish up and that sort of thing. So occasionally I'll talk about personal life things, but in vague enough terms, because I am just a scary cat on the internet, a shocked cat on the internet. Okay, look at the lead I have. Look at the lead I have. You watch that lead disappear. Oh, it's definitely going to disappear. I am going to fall. I tried to avoid falling, but there was no way I wasn't going to fall. So, rewind back. Enough. I'm going to start braking as soon as I cross the finish line. Because this first turn is ridiculous. I still didn't take it really well. Yes, the adaptive AI, they don't like you to be out in front for very long. They give you a chance. They give you a chance. Oh, there they go. Now, it's true, I didn't have a very good turn at one spot, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't my worst turn through that. I mean, it is fun. It does make the game fun. This is supposed to be a fun playthrough. Obviously not realistic, but what would be realistic is that I would be in last place the whole time. Missed the mark, but accelerated through the turn faster. I caught myself. If you catch me in a race and I'm not talking, it usually means I'm not talking because I've got the tip of my tongue sticking out, like the little boy that I am, trying to concentrate. No, I didn't used to do math problems with my tongue sticking out. But, you know, pencil in hand, tongue sticking out outside of the mouth, trying to think. I don't stick my tongue out when I'm trying to think. I stick my tongue out when I'm trying to concentrate on what to do on the race. Oh! I'm on a time limit. I don't want to have to keep falling down. I really am not trying to fall down on this turn every time just so I can make a better turn, but I cannot make that turn. Got one lap after this. They're probably going to pass me on this lap, penultimate lap, get off a bit of a lead, and then maybe give me a chance the last lap. Come on! I got to finish this race soon, and I don't even know how soon because didn't start my timer on time. I don't want this episode to go over 50 minutes. Yep, got my tongue out again. I don't do it consciously, and I'm sure it looks really stupid, which is one of the reasons you'll never see a webcam. Yeah, what was that like? Was that a nice sorry, or was it hand signal, or was that a get back hand signal? I'm coming through. No, I hate webcams. Even if I was willing to show my face, which I'm not, because I'm just an orange cat, yellow cat on the internet, I would, a VTuber would be a good job for me, but no one would give me a VTuber contract, and I play on the console. You can't. I stream directly from the console. I don't have a PC or anything, so I couldn't install any VTuber software. Okay, 1 lap to go. That's my lead, pretty decent. Is it gonna last? I bet it doesn't. They didn't catch me in the penultimate lap, so they're gonna have to catch me now, and somehow I held it. It turns out that it's not as good as the few laps prior because I rewound since I fell. On whatever difficulty they've assigned me to on the adaptive AI, my bike does seem to be a little bit faster, which you can imagine, although it's you know, my handling isn't as good. I mean, the easiest way to make an easier AI opponent is just to make them slower, right? So they're hitting their marks, even though they're a weaker AI, non-ideal AI, they're hitting their marks. Oh, you know what? There's a bug in the game currently where if you go off onto a rumble strip and you come back on the track, sometimes the rumbling won't stop. I don't know if you can hear it, but my controller is still vibrating because I went over the rumble strip, and it doesn't stop until I go over another rumble strip, which I'm not going to do if I can help it. I mean, I'm not going to do it on purpose. Yeah, see, I made the mistake of being in first place at the end of the penultimate lap, so at the last lap they really turned it on. Whereas if I was behind these guys on the last lap, they would give me a chance. You can work the system. And fourth place is probably going to move me down in the championship.
As the riders return to pits.
Taking a quick look. No, I went up 2 places. All right. 2 places in the championship. And I think I'm already over 55 minutes. But I do have to go through the reward screen and all this stuff, go through the paddock. Okay, that's cool. What is this for? Oh no! I have to pick a new one of these. Reputation points. Do I want to do that one? I think I'm going to go with reputation points on this one. Yeah, I don't care about my relationship with that guy. I just want reputation points because I want to be able to get on a new team. Oh, and I'm going to talk about the engine again. Yes. No, it's not hard to handle. I want the engine. Did they fix the engine yet? New messages. Good weekend. We have to continue. Yeah. And what's my positive thing to say? So I'm going to be behind you, but I'll try it every game. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everybody's happy with me now. I can close this. Nothing else I need to do here. No transfer rumors. So I can just sit here. I'm actually at the end of my stream, so I can't end it here. I am going to raid someone, though. So if you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a raid. If you're watching on YouTube, next YouTube episode will be the next weekend evening at 6 p.m. your sometime, Saturday, Sunday, which is the time in Minneapolis, Minnesota, or you can say St. Paul, or you can say Iowa, much easier to type. Your local times may vary. That's approximately midnight in the UK on Saturdays and Sundays, and somewhere near noon the next day in New Zealand. Okay, for those of you on Twitch, again, stick around. Those of you on YouTube, I hope you have a great night, great evening, great morning, great afternoon, great whatever until I see you again. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. YouTube, for you, I'm out of here. Twitch, stick by for a raid. Bye-bye.